Okay, so I'm waiting for a game on Lichess. I'm searching for the 3.2 Blitz game, and here it starts. So, playing against a slightly stronger player. This is still in defense. I'm going to the Alapin system. Yeah, G6 is not a very pleasant system to face somehow against the Alapin, so I'm gonna try something a little different. I'm gonna delay playing D4. Just gonna try a simple development scheme and not really committing to playing and not playing D4 just yet. I'm basically worried about the black pawn going to D5, and this move in a way may be able to prevent that, but I'm sure my move order also has some downside. Although it's not immediately obvious what that would be. Okay, so it is a bit of a concession because he was not able to put the pawn on. Well, he might be able to put the pawn on D5, but he can't now get the bishop out. I'm just gonna play D4 now. Okay. So the issue here is that I might be able to give this check. Now I might be able to play rook e1 in case he goes knight to f6, so he can also, at least there's some part of his plan that I was able to disrupt. Now bishop g4 is a bit unpleasant, so I might need to prevent that. So let's just do something simple like this. Annoying part of the setup is that the black knight will go to f5 and put a lot of pressure on my d4 pawn. I might have to exchange on c6 to reduce that possible pressure. Bishop e3. Just gonna play this and try to put the bishop on e5 maybe. Possibly exchanging on c6 at some point as well. So now I'm just also preparing to strengthen my position with something like queen to d2. So he wants me to commit to either capturing or not capturing on c6. I think I have to take. Putting pressure on h6. And now I think I'll play for the e file. Even though it might be a bit harder than to say than to do. G5, that is brave. That is quite brave. One thing I could do here is sacrifice a piece, but that might be a little bit premature just yet. Plus my d4 pawn would then not survive. Maybe a better sacrifice would be, well, this isn't even a sacrifice. I'm just hoping to exchange these pieces. Later hoping to get at his weakened king. Well, the upside of all this is that I think I get to put good pressure on the d5 pawn. Possibly even win it for free. The trick here is also maybe not to capture that prematurely and try instead to build up pressure in other ways. I see now g4 might be a little bit unpleasant. In a way, though, it still just weakens his position. Yes, normal development. Am I in a hurry to capture on d5? Well, that would give him counterplay on by invading on c2, so at least it feels like I have to build up my position a bit more. My play here should generally be not about capturing on d5, but rather about exploiting his weakened king. At least that would be my priority. In the way, capturing there would make it easier for black to defend, because then he would have some easy goals. He would have some easy targets. Another interesting idea would be to attack him differently. So I'm evaluating mask changes on. Maybe I'll do this first, so that then I would have the option of playing b4 if he ever goes. With rook c2. a3 is also helpful move other ways, maybe. The issue is that black has to decide what to do, and that's not always easy in a position like this. Like, say, does he go rook c5 to defend a weak pawn? It seems kind of useless in a way as well. It feels like at some point I have to take it. So here it comes anyway. So maybe something like this. This had been my idea. What is he going to do if I come in? And that's his idea. Somehow I missed that part of his plan. Is there anything I can do to deal with that? Well, here's one way. It's a bit hard to play and comment at this kind of pace. Is he going to be able to maintain the bind? So temporarily I'm trying to win some material at the same time. So these two pawns are looking pretty good. Uh-oh. That was kind of stupid. Uh-oh, that was really stupid. So the concern I have here is that his pawns are going way too fast. Uh-oh. But are they going fast enough? Well, this must be lost for him. This must be really lost.